It's like a 401k plan. So in a 401k plan, if you put in $1, your company might put in 50 cents up to a certain amount.
I really
You might
like
do
this.
something like that. So I think that's better because it also teaches him once he becomes someone who works and the company gives free money, he knows not to walk away from the free money. And if you've got money on the table, he might say, I'll pony up to that. You also could change the match based upon the percentage. So you say, okay, if you say 30%, this is what I match. If you say 50, it's even more.
Wow.
The one thing I would say, which is super important, some parents get themselves in their own financial trouble by being too aggressive with their own money. And so just making sure that whatever you do is within the means that you also feel comfortable that you can afford. And, from allowance to whatever it might be, the family match, whatever it is, so that you're not overextending yourself. I also want to point to the debit card, which I think is great. Everest and I are going to get her a debit card actually very soon, because I think you need training wheels. And most parents give their kid a credit card when they leave for college. I call it a weapon of mass destruction at that point, because the credit card of a child has to be tied to the parent. You have no control over them once they leave the house. And if you haven't taught them at that point, your own credit could be affected by recklessness if they haven't been taught how to spend and what to do.
And we all know, the first time I got a credit card, I thought it was like free money and went immediately into debt. I was a young reporter first time because my father had not believed in credit cards ever.
I had Amex calling me in my dorm room with bill collector because I went on a ski trip.
Wow.
And I owed $2,000 to Amex, and I had so much anxiety, and I was kicking myself. I was like, I can't believe I've repeated what I grew up with.
I took out a consolidation loan because I owed Visa $1,800, and the interest was so high, I thought I would never, ever,
and it
ever.
Felt like $1 million.
Like $1 million.